Hi, I'm Bradley Clinton, and my Lest We Forget project will be over Ty Cobb. He was born on December 18th, 1886, in Narrows, Georgia. His father was William Herschel Cobb. He was a school administrator and a state senator. Amanda Cobb was his mother. He spent most of his childhood in Rayston, Georgia, where he picked up baseball and began to play backyard baseball as soon as he could swing a bat. His father wanted him to pursue law school or even maybe a doctor, but in 1904 he went and signed with the Augusta baseball team despite his father's wishes, which seemed to pay off for Ty Cobb because he gained a contract with the Detroit Tigers on August 27, 1905. His last year in the minors, he hit a outstanding .326 batting average, which led the league. And this translated into the pro league, where he hit a .320, which was the fifth best average in the league. This was not quite enough to make his team or get his team into the World Series, but he was the best hitter on his team. His coach called him the Georgia Peach. The next year, he won American League batting champion and was hitting a whopping .350 and led the Detroit Tigers to a World Series. He quickly became the biggest attraction in baseball history and would go on to hit a .300 or better for 22 straight years. This was during the time of Babe Ruth and even the best pitchers in the league at the time. He hit his highest hitting percentage was a .420 in 1911, and he led the league in batting 12 years, and 9 of those years were in a row. During his peak years, 1909 to 1919, he dominated the history books of baseball, and this was known as the Cobb era of the game. Ty Cobb's best year for any Ty Cobb's batting average of .420 was the best by any baseball player ever. And this was when he was with the Detroit Tigers. He stayed with the Detroit Tigers for most of his playing career. And he became a coach for the Detroit Tigers, a player's manager for the Detroit Tigers from 1921 to 1926. But Ty Cobb felt like he had a few more good years left, so he went ahead and he went back and played a couple more years where his batting average was a .367. This is outstanding stats, and on the field, Ty Cobb was the best you could get. He was a great person on the field, and his teammates loved him for his competitive spirit. But off the field, Ty Cobb had some problems. He was a man with little patience. He was angry and ready to argue. And he was touchy on the subjects you talked about. He was a loner and didn't like to be around many people. And his teammates began to notice that he had a bad attitude off the field. He was also known as a very big racist. In a time where race was an issue and there was many different laws going into place to prevent black Americans from getting their rights, Ty Cobb was one that held them back. He had 2 marriages and both ended in divorces. And when his wives were asked about Ty Cobb, they both said the same thing. Bad attitude in the marriage, and were very quick to anger. So the question is, was Ty Cobb worthy of a Hall of Fame due to his racism off the field and his attitude off the field? And should we remember him as a baseball player, or should we remember him as the man he was off the field, a racist and quick-tempered individual? In my opinion, Ty Cobb's time on the field was some of the best that you could possibly have. His batting averages speak for himself. He played great defense, and he was one of the best players ever. But that gets overshadowed sometimes by the times that he was in and what he did during those times. Being a racist and he had one encounter where he beat a black man. This is that overshadows what he did on the field. In my opinion, his 22 years in baseball were probably the best that anybody could have. So for me, I say that we remember Ty Cobb and what he did on the field, but also don't forget what he did off the field. But all in all, Ty Cobb was a great baseball player, and that's what we should remember him for. Thank you.